love her.
David is the funniest person in the world.
He's like my mentor.
David has made an impact in this community with parents. He's impacted the staff here at Adobe.
He's bringing hope to our children through the Launchpad program.
I'm David Contreras, and I started Launchpad, the Center for Hope and Building Dreams in Austin, Texas. The purpose is to help at-risk students, or really just all kids, capture a vision for the future and really provide tools that can really empower them today.
I would say he's like a shooting star. I mean, he's moving at a trillion miles an hour. You can see this bright light in the sky, and if you think about David, when you think about a shooting star, you're supposed to make a wish, right? But when you see David, you know that what we're wishing for is success in young people's lives. Well, here's a guy that gets it.
Launchpad is it's really three major components. It is our after-school programs, it is a parent engagement, and it is a community outreach. And so currently we are overseeing over 11 after-school programs 5 days a week. Those programs consist of everything from filmmaking to cooking to theater and of course soccer.
We're gonna have, more than likely, we're gonna have a game this week. We're looking for Saturday at 12 o'clock. Is everybody cool with Saturday?
Yeah. A lot of these kids, like myself, are from single parent homes, and growing up in a single parent home, we faced a lot of different challenges. My father passing away when I was a young boy at the age of 5. I didn't have any male role models, healthy male role models that I could look to. So I unfortunately took a path of least resistance and got into a lot of trouble early in life. So I kind of became one of those troubled kids.
I first met David through a young lady by the name of Maria Hernandez, who is our dropout prevention specialist. We were looking for ways to keep students engaged in school. When David first told me about his plan, David came and didn't ask for a dime. He said, I am not here for the money, I'm here for the kids.
I'm the dropout prevention specialist. I work with at-risk youth. The first time I heard David's story, I was just amazed. I just knew that I had to meet him, and I knew the minute that I met him, he would make such a huge impact on my campus. For the past 6 years, I'm proud to say that our dropout rate has been at 0%. This is my daughter, Christina, and I wanted her to join David's program because it was such an amazing program.
Middle school, I would hang out with the gangster kids, and David sat me down, and David's like, Mija, you're going down the wrong path. And everybody else that they have brought to the Launchpad program tells us, you guys could make it, I made it.
I've seen David interact with the students here. It's like he's talking to one of his own children, because he'll ask them questions and listen to them and to see what they have to say. He doesn't speak to them necessarily as a teacher or an administrator would, but more as a mentor.
What does it mean to you? I want to hear what you got to say. What does it mean to you, Leslie? Good. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Yes.
There was a point in life, I had an epiphany in my mid-20s that really was life-changing for me, and I got around some mentoring that really began to help me develop leadership and take responsibility for my life. When I was 28 years old, we had this brilliant yet naive idea to approach one of the main gangs in the city and to just kind of befriend them. At that time, there was Lieutenant Jordan, who was overseeing the gang task force for the APD, recommended that we get a truce with the gangs. So we were able to build relationships with the gangs, and the outcome was great because they signed a 2-year truce to stop the violence, to stop the shooting in the city of Austin. During that time, reaching out to the gangs is actually when I first met my wife, my future wife. And she was actually from that very community. But she had a change of heart during that time, and she was actually working with our outreach organization. In her position, she was asked to take a position in Washington, D.C. Of course, we left as a family at that time. We were married many years prior to that. And in Washington, D.C., I worked about 1.5 years as a deputy director, working for the president's faith-based and community initiatives.
David and Rebecca have worked for the presidents, and it's just like, whoa, I want to be like them. When you hear them speak, it's like amazing. They're like angels sent from heaven.
Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined working in the White House for a United States president. Those are things for privileged people, but not for individuals like myself. while I was working in Washington, while working in the role as a deputy director in the faith-based office, community initiatives, I was able to see the impact of lives being changed by these organizations. And so I thought, you know, one day I'm going to be able to reach back and look in these kids' eyes and tell them, you know, I believe in you. I know you can do whatever you put your mind to do. Things I never heard growing up.
David's a guy that decided, you know what, I see an issue, I see a challenge, and I'm not just going to complain about it, I'm going to do something about it.
There's various activity around here, you know, drugs, prostitution, just different things around the neighborhood. And my children go to the Launchpad program. If they weren't there, they would actually be here in this environment.
We're growing at a very fast pace. 4 years ago we started with 9 kids. We're now serving 130 kids. 4 years ago it was just David. Now we have a team. And so, you know, every year we're growing and we're expanding.
I don't know, I feel like David and Rebecca and this whole Launchpad program, like, they didn't have to do all of this stuff, but they've changed, like, everything, our whole perspective on a lot of things. Like, when I was thinking about college, I was like, even in middle school, like, it's different when you have, like, family saying, oh yeah, you're gonna be something in life, you're gonna do this and you're gonna do that. But then when it's somebody completely new in your life saying, you know what, Christina, you're gonna do this and you're gonna do that and you're gonna do that, and you're like, whoa. What
he's doing is planting seeds of hope, planting seeds of respect, and he's really changing lives. And we in the Austin Police Department love working with him because we can see the positive influences he's having on these young people.
Maybe there's another thing called what you plant. If you plant banana seeds, you're going to grow bananas. So whatever you plant, whatever you sow, guys, it's going to come back. It's going to grow. So if you're saying good things about people, guess what people are going to say about you? Good things.
Well, I just see the lives every day. I'm hands-on with these guys, and so, you know, I see when they come in broken and discouraged and they have no hope, and then I see them full of life after a while. You know, and it's a powerful thing. And it's not just me, but it's our team. It's the people around us. They're there for the same. We have the same mission. It's to serve people, reach people, and change lives.
Launchpad is the glue that holds us together as a family.
If I could give anything to Mr. David, it would be to continue to help my children grow and invite him to their graduations.
My dream was just that she would just walk across the stage at high school. And now I know she's going to college, and I'm like, wow. We
know that as a result of his caring humanity and his efforts, that there are kids that we are not going to have to deal with in the criminal justice system because of David. Thank you, David, not just for what you're doing, but for everything you're doing for all of us to make Austin and keep Austin a great place to live.
Launchpad is fun! Launchpad's the best! Wow!